This is Brandon Turns Wrenches, and I'm Brandon. Today, we have a 2009 Lexus ES350, and we're going to be knocking out all 6 coil packs and all 6 spark plugs. Now let's tear into this. Oh yeah, we got to take all this stuff apart. Take off all these trim pieces first. As you can see, there's like no clips left. I'm using my trusty trim tool. This stuff we'll just take and set it off to the side. None of it's got clips, so that's cool. Makes it easier. Let's get this engine cover off first. We'll set that over there to the side also. Most of the spark plugs are underneath, well, half of them are underneath the intake manifold. So obviously the first 3 are right here. We're gonna knock those out first. Wow, first 3 spark plugs, they're cooked. This is what they're supposed to look like. Remember, always start these by hand. Don't make them too tight. You don't want to crack the spark plug. Time to get the new coils in. And last clip. Now to get to the back ones, I need to get this intake off. First thing we're gonna do is get this air box off and out of here. So we're gonna loosen it from the throttle body. We have a couple hoses we need to get off of here. Just like that. One right here. And might as well take this one off the intake. And looks like there's another hose here. A clip here. Pull that off, keep it to where we don't lose it. And twist and pull. Look at that. Now we can just set this off to the side. So there's a connector here. We need to get that off. And over here is another connector. Now we need to take off the vacuum lines, which there's one on the back here, way back here. This goes to the brake booster. Now we have one more hose here. Pull this off, kind of rotate it out. Do not break these off because you're not gonna be able to find them very easily, all right? And it looks like the last 2 lines that need to come off are on this throttle body, one here and one here. So we'll use our pliers here. These clips are a little bit tougher. You can't just use your hands most of the time. We'll just slide that back, give it a little twist, and pull. Looks like a little coolant came out of that one. Bring this clip back, give it a little twist. And this one's probably got coolant in it also, and pull. We have 2 10mm nuts, one on each side, and then 4 Allen key bolts. The one that fits for me is a 5mm Allen key, which I believe now we can take off this intake manifold. So be careful. You don't want to drop these. These are hard to get out of the engine. A little stuck there. Oh, drop one. That's okay. We can get it. If you drop one, just have a magnet. There's actually a couple bolts that hold the back of the intake on. I didn't see them. So what we're gonna have to do to get to them a little easier, we're just gonna take this bar off the top. It's 4 14mm nuts. Super easy to take off, not a big deal. pulls right up. So the bolt on the back here is a 12. Don't want to drop this one. That's what the bolt looks like. The other bolt is behind this bracket, which holds on the brake booster line. You can just push it down, and there's the nut. So you just get this nut free, and there it is. And now we should be able to pull this intake off, just like so. I know some of y'all are gonna be in the comments, oh, Brandon, why didn't you replace the intake gaskets? Well, I got them right here, okay? So don't, you know what, cut the camera. On seriousness, I do have these gaskets. They will get replaced, trust me. So right now you can see back here, intake's free, but we're able to get to these back spark plugs and coil packs. In order to get some of these coils out and spark plugs out, we're gonna have to take off this bracket, which is held on by a 12mm nut back here, right there. And then we have to take the nut off right here for this harness. So we'll start here. Just keep these together so that way you don't lose them. Get in here to get these coil packs off. So unclip these. Of course, all these clips are brittle, so be extra careful. The tabs that lock them down are probably gonna break off. It's like a normal Lexus, Toyota problem. Harness gets old, and that's just what you have to deal with once it's old. On here. Oh yeah, this harness is tight. Ba-bang. It is tight, guys, so you're gonna have to work with this harness. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now you can see these ones are fried. Time to get the coils in. Three. Make sure everything's hooked back up. You don't want to put the intake back on and have to take it back off. So always double check your clips after you're done doing all of them. Like I said, the intake is getting new gaskets. Out with the black, in with the blue. These are made by Felpro. Felpro makes great gaskets. Just about any parts store sells this stuff. So always make sure you replace these intake gaskets, because if you get a leak, you're gonna have a whole shit ton of problems. And you might not be as experienced as me, so you're gonna start replacing map sensors, mass sensors, all kinds of random stuff that this will throw codes for. Time to get this old biddy back in. Oh, also, make sure you clean off the surface. You don't want dirt and stuff getting inside there. And you just want to set it back on those posts. Make sure nothing's in the way there. Get your 10s on first, and then you'll get your little Allen keys back in. So before you tighten them down, make sure you get these started by hand. Right now I'm working these 12s back in. They're a little funny to get back in, but I already did the other side. I didn't want to make you guys think that I was skipping out on these bolts. You do need them. I mean, it helps the intake stay down, so. All right, make sure you clip up your throttle body back, get all your hoses back on to where they need to be. So that way everything is good when you start the car. So, clips go where they need to go. We've got these throttle body coolant lines here. Put those back on. We have this intake clip here. And now we gotta put this guy back on. So make sure you get him back on at the top and at the valve cover for the lower. Almost done here, guys. We just need to get this air box back in. Make sure that it's seated nice, because if you don't, you will pull a code. So once you get it on here, that's the most important piece. Once your sensor plugged up, and then all these air lines that needed to go on, like this clip you could just squeeze by fingers. We have a tube that goes here, and this tube goes here. This bar is almost the last piece other than all the shit that covers the motor. Like I said, these guys were missing like 95% of their clips. They actually only had one holding it down. So we'll get this stuff down just like that. And now for the final touch. Now we can get a little test start. Make sure she sounds good. Oh yeah, she sounds good. Now that was a quick 350 bucks. Job well done.